Not fake news, but fake bands. When you think of fake bands, I would say the first two bands that pop into people's minds are probably Spinal Tap and the Monkees, maybe the Ruddles. So today, Lauren is going to stop by the channel and share with us 5 big hits from fake bands coming right up. Hey everybody, welcome to the Infectious Groove music channel here on YouTube. Along with me today is Lauren. My name is Russ. Lauren stops by and comes up with some unique topics and things, and certainly a different perspective than I have. And this is one, I say this a lot in your videos, but if somebody was like, hey, you should do a video on fake bands, I would have been like, the Monkees. And, and so Lauren brought a unique perspective to it, and she's going to share 5 fake bands with big hits too.
Yeah. The first one, when I brought this topic to you, you're like, well, does it have this song on it? And I was like, yes, that's actually my first one. It's How Do You Talk to an Angel from The Heights. And I can hear all of the viewers going, oh, yeah. I think the funniest thing to me anyway is the fact that this was a hit after the show had already been canceled.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, this went to #1.
Yeah.
Number one.
This is one of those songs that, and the reason why I wanted you to include it is because it was everywhere. And like I say, I would assume, and again, plug for the comment section, I would assume most viewers are probably like, oh, I totally forgot that song. Yeah. So The Heights, starting us off, who went to #1. With
they reached the highest heights.
They did. What else do you got?
I have Mustang Sally from The Commitments. And when I was in college, I read the entire trilogy of books that this comes from, and read the Berrytown trilogy by Roddy Doyle. It's great. And it starts, the first book is called The Commitments, and they made the movie off of it.
Right.
And it's a bunch of poor Irish people that basically find their voice in, poverty through American soul music. Yeah. And Mustang Sally, I mean, they kicked butt with it. And this went to #2 in Australia.
Yeah, it was, I feel like the soundtrack as a whole was big.
Yeah.
But I remember this is a band who, when I was a kid, I was like, are they real? And I didn't know it. You know what I mean? Like that, because I didn't realize. So The Commitment's in there. Great pick.
Awesome.
What do you got at #3?
#3 is probably my personal favorite on the list because it's just so silly. It's Sugar Sugar by the Archies. It was actually the last #1 hit in the U.S. from the 1960s.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah.
This is another one that, because it was an oldie already when I was a kid, that I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Huh? I didn't quite get the whole idea, but then, later I was like, oh, yeah, I figured. But yeah, this is one, too, that I think people may have forgotten now, but it's such a great song.
It's so much fun. This song actually got shopped around to a couple other bands before they were like, oh, screw it, we're just going to make up a band to finally put the song out. The Monkees turned it down, so this was going to be done by a fake band either way.
I would like that to have been a Monkee song.
It would have been sweet.
Now, so in the intro to the video, I made reference to Spinal Tap, who are not involved in this video, because we've done that before. We've been like, it's not going to be a Beatle, and then it ends up being involved with a Beatle.
Oops.
But with this one, you have actors who play members of Spinal Tap in another fictional band.
Yes. A Kiss at the End of the Rainbow by Mitch and Mickey from the movie A Mighty Wind. It was nominated for an Oscar, and it's Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara as a 60s folk duo. She's got an auto harp.
Right.
It's a beautiful song, and you could see it actually having been a hit.
Right, yeah, it had, for real for the genre that it was meant to,
in that universe.
To parody of sorts, yeah. But yeah, and so A Mighty Wind is one of those things that, I would argue a lot of people who know of Spinal Tap probably don't really even know about A Mighty Wind. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, nominated for an Oscar, I'd say that counts as being in the ethos and being a hit for sure. Now, the last one that you have on your list is one that this is one of those things that I feel like when this was popular, you could not escape it.
Right.
So what do you got as the last one you want to mention?
You're so true. Man of Constant Sorrow by the Soggy Bottom Boys from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't get away from this.
It was everywhere.
Everywhere.
I worked in retail at the time, and everybody came in asking for that soundtrack. There's little points I remember from working in retail, like when Celine Dion broke, when Eminem broke, when Michael Bublé broke. And then I was like, what is this movie? Why do everyone in the world keeps asking for this soundtrack? You know,
Yeah.
so it was everywhere.
And, you know, I would argue, too, that since this was so pervasive at the time, this ended up number 35 on the U.S. country charts,
Right.
you know, but, like, it was kind of in the ecosystem and happening. And I feel like a lot of music, like real bands, took a nod from, like, what they were doing with this whole bluegrass kind of
for
genre.
sure.
And incorporate, whether people realize it or not, they were
You
influenced
can draw
by
a
this.
straight line from this to the Mumford and Sons. And
That's a fact.
So, having said that, like I said in the intro, no fake news here, just fake bands, but very real hits. Please make sure to leave the comment section. Let us know what you think about some of these picks and what we had to say about them. And as we always say in these videos, thank you so much for watching.